Thank you for joining us today. If we could start with an introduction and telling us about your role at Atlassian.
I'm Cameron Deatsch. I've been at Atlassian since 2012, which is pretty crazy. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer at Atlassian, which effectively covers our marketing teams, our customer success and support teams, and then all of our customer-facing functions in sales, technical account management, training, and so on.
Great. Well, thanks for being with us today. And this video kicks off our Passport to Cloud series. So to start kind of high level, can you tell us about Atlassian's cloud strategy and the investments we're making in our cloud platform?
So Atlassian has had cloud offerings for a decade now. We were definitely jumped on the cloud wagon many, many years ago and have invested heavily in our cloud infrastructure, our cloud products, and so on, much like the rest of the industry. And this is largely due to that's where the broader industry has gone and where customer demand happens. Right now, we see 95% of all new customers coming in the door starting with our cloud products and seeing lots of our, what I'd say is established longer term customers looking to move to our cloud. Our strategy there is pretty simple to ensure that we have a world-class software as a service offering for all of our products, and that our cloud products can support the needs of the largest enterprises in the world, like basically our entire existing customer base. That's a multi-year journey. We're not the first vendor in the market to go off of this, but we realize just the benefits of cloud are so huge, and the trends in the industry are so crystal clear. It's what will be the long-term success for us and our customers.
Awesome. And can you elaborate a little more? You mentioned trends in the industry, but what is happening in the market or what you're seeing in the market that's driving more and more customers towards cloud?
Yeah, you don't have to be to look too far to realize that any new piece of technology, if you were a startup today, like trying to solve a problem for enterprise companies in the software space, you're going to start with a SaaS offering. Period. Right? Like that's just the nature of it. You can get started faster, you can deliver more value quickly, and with the large cloud infrastructure players out there of Amazon, Google, Microsoft, you name it, so much of that original heavy lifting to build an application is pretty much done for these things, and so true innovation happens very much quicker. And that's very much the case for established enterprise software vendors like ourselves. The reality is, through cloud, we know more about our customers. We can innovate much faster. And the reality is we can offload a ton of work from our customers where they are managing applications and upgrading them and doing customizations. But the reality is we can basically take on that burden for our customers and deliver them a better experience. Right? And that's just the core SaaS, that's what's driving software service as a trend globally, like in the industry today. Companies are quickly realizing that like managing bits on a piece of hardware is a very expensive proposition, and if vendors like ourselves can take that off their hands, they will be able to move faster and deliver more value for their customers. That's what's happening.
Awesome. And our customers and delivering value to our customers is so important to Atlassian. Can you talk about how cloud strengthens the partnership that we have with our customers?
It's realizing to take a customer and just before I stepped in this role at Atlassian, I ran our entire server and data center business. So I'm intimately knowledgeable of the customers that run our products on premises. And many of the strengths are related to that when it came to scale and extensibility and performance and trust and all that stuff, right? But also many of the challenges that came with a lot of work on their end to ensure that happened. The cloud transition for our customer really is about trust first and foremost, right? Is that we invest a ton to make sure that customers need to trust us with their data, with the use of their applications, with their customer information, and so on, right? And that's a huge high bar that we absolutely have to fulfill. And you can make the big list of certifications and extensibility, all the requirements, and we'll check all those boxes. And if we haven't checked them all, believe me, we're working on checking them all. But that's the biggest thing. It's like we're going to trust Atlassian, and that's a big ask. I know it is. And and maybe some customers are absolutely saying, we trust you. We've gone through this. Here you go. We know that actually you can secure your applications better than we ever could as a customer, right? And that's great. And some customers, want to take little dabs, right? We'll just move a little project over or a few spaces, and that's fine. Like, we can work with your needs, but we have to basically ensure that you can trust us to run these critical applications for your business.
Awesome. And what feedback are you hearing from customers who have chosen to migrate to cloud or who have just chosen cloud from the onset?
So this is a great thing. Overwhelmingly, in the end, the customers are happier. You see that, and that's the most critical part, right? Like, why move if you're not going to be happier? And there's happier two things. One is, what I find most important is the end users of the applications. With Atlassian, most of our relationships are with the administrators of our applications, the people running our software. And that's fine. We continue to invest to make administrators' lives easier and at scale and have less pain of running the applications. But that always came at the trade-off of, okay, well, are we making end users happier? Right? Like, the people that are actually doing the day-to-day, and the reality is, with cloud, we've tried to invest in both. We basically have built a more modern user experience. It's easier to use. It's easier to set up projects or, to write documents in Confluence, you name it. And that's the most important thing, is we just want to make administrators' lives easier so they don't have to manage upgrades and extensibility and integration and all those requirements. They can simply just help run the application and empower their users. And more importantly, the end users get new features, a better experience, better integrations, and in general, they're just happier with the fact that it's a more modern application for what our customers demand from us.
Awesome. And last question for you today: what advice or guidance would you give to customers who are thinking about making the move to cloud?
Just Google search Atlassian Cloud-Migration. And you will come with a bevy of information. So first is, go do some research. We have plenty of information online. We also have plenty of people at Atlassian that are willing to chat with you. Go to our community.atlassian.com, and post questions. Hey, I'm worried about this. I'm concerned. What about? It is a change. I'm not going to the moving from our on-premises products to our cloud products requires a change. It's a change of how you interact with Atlassian. It's a change for how your users are going to interact with our products. So yeah. Gain knowledge, get information. That's first and foremost. Second is, realize that we have a variety of very customer-friendly programs in place to what I consider is just minimize the risk of this move. So if you have an existing server or data center license today, you can stand up an extended cloud trial license. Basically, you can get cloud for free for the length of your current maintenance or subscription renewal for data center or server. So it's just there's zero risk. You can stand it up. You can get as many users as you want. We have migration tooling you can check out, or go try and move a project from your Jira instance to our cloud instance. See how easy we've made that for most customers. And then you can start diving. That would be the first place. Go play around, get involved, understand why customers are moving, how hard or how easy it would be for your organization. Right? If you're, it's different for every customer, but that's the first. Educate yourself and understand all the programs we have in place. And don't be shy about reaching out to Atlassian or our partners if you have more specific questions. And also with our partners, we have partners that are dedicated to helping customers do this, right? You can simply just have our partners help manage that migration for you if it's something that your business wants to bite off in the near term.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. It's been fantastic. Thank you.